Mizzou's tight ends coach is Jon Finley. Been on the job for about a month and joining us here on the Mizzou Network. It's been a whirlwind, I'm sure. The last time we talked was on signing day, and you've just been around for a few days and jumped right into the recruiting. As you've settled in, what's it like to be a tight ends coach at a SEC school and have this opportunity here?
It's pretty busy, especially when you're trying to put in a new offense and get everything going just the way you want it to go. But it's been really good. Coach Odom's been great with letting us do what we need to do to get everything installed, and it's been a lot of fun.
This staff has come together from points near and far, but you guys, a lot of you have familiarity with one another from your previous positions and experiences. And how good has that been for you to be able to kind of slide right into your spot and see some familiar faces?
It's been great. You know, I didn't know Coach Odom personally when I took the job, but I knew a lot about him. We both have roots in Oklahoma, and it's been good. Coach Heupel, obviously our offense coordinator, he coached me in college, and then I got to work with him for 2 years there at Oklahoma, so I'm very familiar with him. And then a lot of our support staff, and then Coach Ship, too, on the defensive side of the ball, was at Oklahoma along with Ryan Walters, so I know quite a few of the guys here.
You mentioned Josh Heupel, as you said, a guy that you played for, and the offensive coordinator here. As you guys, put in the principles offensively that you're working on, what are some things that he's used in the past that have worked that you guys really like that fans can look forward to seeing?
We're going to run the ball right at you. We're going to be a tough football team, physical football team, and a smart football team. Those are the three things we talk about every day. And those things are not going to change. As coaches, you got to adapt to the players that you have and use their abilities, do what they do best, and then. But those three things are constant.
The tight end position. I mean, I don't know if there's a position that has ebbed and flowed and changed more in college football in the last 10 years than that one. There are a lot of different ways to use the tight end. How will the tight end be used in this offense?
Much the way you see him around the country. We're going to do a little bit of everything. He'll line up in the backfield, inline tight end, put his hand in the ground. He'll split out in the slot, split out wide. He's got to be able to do it all. He's kind of a jack of all trades. He's got to pass protect. He's got to run block. He's got to run routes, and he's got to do it at a high level in all positions. And we wouldn't want it any other way. And then mentally, you add on to that, the mental part of it is probably second to the quarterback. So he's got a lot on his plate.
As you look at spring camp starting up here in just a matter of days, what are some of your goals for the tight ends, the things that you really want to get done with that group over this 5 or 6 week period?
Got to establish a physical presence. A lot of tight ends these days, the fun thing to do is to split out and catch footballs. But I know all three of the guys that we have on campus, and both guys coming in can do that. I'm looking for the one or two, or hopefully all of them that can do it all. That can protect against the defensive end in the SEC, lead up on a linebacker, split out, and create a mismatch on a linebacker as well. So that's really what I'm looking for this spring.
You know from whence you speak, a decorated career as a tight end at Oklahoma back in the mid-2000s. Do you draw on your experiences as a player a lot in your coaching philosophy?
I do. I take that into account quite a bit. I played the position, and that's really a point I use in recruiting. Most of the time when you go to a place, it's usually an offensive line coach that's coaching the tight ends or a receivers coach. It's one or the other. And here I had the opportunity to play it at college and in the NFL, and got a chance to be coached by one of the best tight end coaches in the NFL. And I use all those experiences every day with our guys, and I think they understand that and use all of that to their benefit.
Arlington, Texas native. Is it fun to be back on the recruiting trail in the Lone Star State?
It is. I know a lot of the guys there. Arlington coaches. There's a lot of guys are still the same that were there when I was there, and then surrounding that area, there's plenty of guys that I know or my dad knows from coaching there for 10 years in the Metroplex. So it's good to get on the road and catch up with those guys.
Coach Finley, I know you're busy. Thanks for taking a few minutes with us.
No doubt. Appreciate it.
That's Jon Finley, Mizzou's tight ends coach. Getting to know him here on the Mizzou Network.